Picture this. You load your car onto a train in London, step into a sleeper cabin, fall asleep, and wake up hundreds of miles away with your car waiting for you, ready to drive. This wasn't the future. This was Motorail, a forgotten British rail service that once carried not just passengers, but their entire road trip with them. The idea wasn't new. Even in the earliest days of the railway, trains were already hauling road vehicles. By the 1930s, Britain had sleeper trains carrying cars to Scotland. But everything changed in 1955. That's when BritishRail launched something revolutionary: the Car Sleeper Limited. Running between London and Perth, it allowed you to travel overnight with your car, all for just £15 return. At the time, it felt like luxury, freedom, and the future of travel rolled into one. The idea took off. Soon, more routes appeared, from Newcastle to Dover, connecting to ferries bound for Europe, from Manchester to the south coast, and even deep into the Scottish Highlands. By the early 1960s, tens of thousands of cars were being transported every year. Demand was booming, so BritishRail went all in. In 1966, a new name was born: Motorail, a bold brand, a bold vision, centred around a purpose-built terminal at Kensington Olympia in London. From there, you could travel almost anywhere: Penzance, Plymouth, Edinburgh, Inverness, even Fort William. Some journeys ran overnight with sleeper cabins. Others were daytime services. You could choose first class or budget travel, even book hotels at your destination. It wasn't just a train journey, it was the start of your holiday. At its peak, Motorail was carrying around 100,000 passengers a year. Special double-deck wagons hauled rows of cars behind powerful locomotives. Families, tourists, adventurers, all skipping the long, exhausting drive, letting the railway do the hard work. But then, everything began to change. By the 1980s, Britain was transforming. Motorways stretched across the country. Cars became faster, smoother, more comfortable. Air conditioning, better suspension, improved reliability. Driving long distances suddenly became easy. And at the same time, BritishRail's own InterCity trains were getting faster. Why take your car when you could just arrive quicker without it? Passenger numbers began to collapse, from 100,000 to just 20,000 a year. Motorail was no longer the future. It was becoming a relic. Then came the final blow: the privatisation of BritishRail in the 1990s. Motorail didn't fit. It was complicated, expensive, and losing money. There was no easy way to include it in the new franchise system, despite attempts to save it. The decision was made in May 1995. The final Motorail trains ran, quietly. No grand farewell, just the end of an era. There was one last attempt to bring it back. In 1999, a service from London to Penzance returned. But even that didn't last. By 2005, Motorail was gone for good. Today, the idea still feels ahead of its time. Load your car, relax on a train, wake up ready to explore. In a world now focused on sustainability, you have to wonder, was Motorail actually the future? That arrived too early? If you enjoyed this video and love discovering forgotten pieces of railway history, hit that like button. It really helps more people find the channel. Share this with someone who loves trains or remembers Motorail. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more stories from the rails, past, present, and sometimes almost forgotten. Thanks for watching and for supporting the journey.